sure the mic good. Everything good. Do we got audio today? Bro got jokes. Oh man. Just started my live, man. Just started my live. We got audio today. That's funny. That's hysterical. Bro has jokes. Brother man has jokes on this Sunday. You should have audio. Dang. Stop calling me. I can't talk right now, bro. What up? What up? Demi Low pop. Alright, bro. Boise Poo, you're crazy. You're a crazy man. Crazy man. But I think this is gonna be a very good stream. I think there's so many great stocks out there. I'm still in Zoom call till October. Hey, you should be, as you should. Some of you guys, before we get into the live stream, man, some of you guys just being little babies, man. Some of you guys just being little babies when it comes to swing trading. Like, have a swing trading account and have a day trading account, because at the end of the day, like, you got to be patient in these swings or you're just gonna miss out. These aren't gonna play out in one day. They aren't gonna play out in 2 days. Like, give it time. You have until October, Halloween. You have until August. The summer about to be almost over. Meanwhile, the summer just started. So you got to be patient with these swing trades. And a lot of you guys, man, you just not patient. I get DMs on the daily talking about, man, when this gonna play out? When this gonna play out? Like, bro, relax, be patient. Especially if you're entering into day trades. Now, if you want to enter into swing trades, I mean, day trades, there's a lot of, you know, there's amazing intraday trades, which we will be going over. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about on this live stream. Somebody said they need to get rich in 3 hours, and I'm telling you right now, you're more often going to go broke trying to get rich in 3 hours. That's not how this works. That's not how the game is played. But you know, in a crypto bull run, which we should be having very soon, a lot of people are going to be getting rich. And if you follow this channel, if you follow Wealth on Mars, we're going to put you in the best opportunities possible. Because I don't know if you guys were here in 2021 when crypto was going absolutely crazy, but the same thing is going to happen, okay? And you just need to, I mean, we've been calling it all year. We've been calling it for the past 7 months. It's most like, come on now. And some of you guys would catch the, like, some of you guys weren't listening for the past 7 months, and then you just started listening last week, and you've been getting into not that great of plays. You haven't been getting that great of plays because, like you decided to listen late. So pay attention right now. I think there's still so many great opportunities inside of the market right now. Of course, we're going to look at the fear and greed index. Which you see right here. We're at an extreme greed, which, you know, we're in a bull market. This is what happens. Assets are going up. Stuff is going up. You see it with Bitcoin. Money is going to continue to flow into the markets because FOMO is coming. You're still early. You just got to make sure what's the motto? You just got to make sure you're buying in at great buying opportunities, okay? Not buying when stuff rocketed and now you want to hop in. Now you want to FOMO. And like, no, that's not how this works. But yeah, we're at extreme greed. I don't want to pay too much attention to this, although this is something that you need to make sure, because I don't know if it's going to come way back up to the top, which it has been, you know, every single time we had a pullback February 8th, and then, you know, we pulled back up to the top, you know, December, and then we pulled back up to the top and then had that massive run for 2 months, you know, so this is an interesting thing that we have to pay attention to. I remember 2021 though, none of this really mattered, and you know we were stuck in it. And we were stuck in greed and extreme greed for, you know, months and months on end. Okay, so let's go to the charts. Let's look and see what SPY is doing. You know, let's look and see what the market is doing. Now this does look like it's ready for, you know, a bit of a retracement. It does look like it's ready for a bit of a retracement after running up, you know, quite some time. You know, we're kind of getting that pullback. We're kind of getting more people into the market, because what you got to realize, smart money is not buying. Like, you got to be a dummy to start. I'm not a dummy, but you got to be, you know, probably new to the market if you're trying to buy after we pumped up, you know, for, you know, $20. You know, that's insane. So the market is going to get more people into the market by lowering the price of SPY and, you know, other stocks, and then, you know, getting ready for that next leg up. So what I'm paying attention to is to see if this retracement back to around, you know, 426, which would be very interesting if we get that pullback to 426. That is the 50% retracement. We've seen these patterns play out so many times. If SPY comes to 426, I'm telling you right now, I'm going heavy into some far out QQQ calls or SPY calls, etc. But this is the level that I really want if I'm looking for those far out QQQs, because if not, I might as well just stick to the, you know, the mid cap, small caps, and you know, the techs, you know. But if we get to 426 and the Qs get a pullback, we know the market is going up. We know it is. I've been telling you guys this all year. We know the market's going up. We know the market's going to all-time highs. We just got to make sure we're picking our spots very good. And if we get right here, this is going to be the equivalent of us buying, you know, back when the Qs was way down here. Remember, I was telling you guys to get in on this double bottom. You know, we got the June 2023 calls back in December, and you know, it went crazy. Okay, it went stupid. So if we get an amazing pullback like that, I'm going to be entering into some more far out calls. But you got to be patient. We got to see if that does play out. I don't even want to look at the Qs and SPY too much because we know the market's going up. We know the market is going up. We just got to make sure we're getting in that good opportunities. The best opportunity would obviously be right here, and then you come over here and do the Fibonacci's again. I would be looking for another bounce Monday. Monday, because this is from this extended leg that you have right here, you know, the run from 426 to 444 to $444. Remember? It is now corrected. It is now came into the perfect buying area. So I want to see if it plays out right here. If not, we're going to 426, and that is where you possibly want to be loading up on some, you know, we'll be talking about it, okay? We'll be talking about it, but I want to stay bullish. I don't want to short anything. I'm not looking to short. Okay? So if you're in here trying to look for some short, I mean, intraday, obviously we can catch, you know, we can catch a 30% short on Meta, obviously. You know, that's easy. But in terms of, you know, what's happening in the next 2, 3, 4 months, that's what I want to focus on, because that's where I think the easiest bread is to be made versus, you know, if we're intraday trading, you got to be inside the Discord. We get into plays on a daily basis, but you kind of more so have to know what you're doing, okay? But anyways, that's what I think about SPY. I think we should get a bounce Monday. I mean, it's in the buying area. This is I wouldn't short right here. Okay? But that's what I'm going to be paying attention to see if we get a bounce inside of here, because this is where we should get a bounce. We should get a bounce right here. If not, we're going to 426. And that is where I would be looking to load up. Okay, so that's what I think about SPY. I know we're going up, bro. I know we're going up. I know we're going to all-time highs. We've been talking about this all year. We know SPY's getting to 500. We know we're gonna continue to make money inside the market. I don't know if you guys have been outside on a Saturday evening, but I'm telling you right now, people have money to spend, people have money to blow, and the economy is hot. It is hot. Now, the news is not telling you it's hot, but I'm telling you right now, I've been saying this all year. It is hot, bro. It is hot. There's people spending money. There's people outside. There's buildings being built. I can show you outside right now. There's not only a building being built right here, but there's a building being built over here, over here, over here. You know what I'm saying? So the economy is growing, and this is not the time for you to be a bear. Okay, this is the time for you to make some money on the bull side. But anyways, that's what I think about SPY. And then Bitcoin, this is just an obvious, you know, I always tell you guys you should buy every single dip. And it's playing out, okay? It's playing out. So you guys want to look at BABA, you want to look at Tesla, and we will look at every single stock you guys want to look at. But I want to get out my points first, and then we'll move on to what you guys want to look at. We'll look for, you know, the watch list for the next week and tomorrow, etc. Okay? But Bitcoin, do not short Bitcoin. You want to continue to accumulate crypto. And I've been telling you guys this since the FTX crash way down here, even the SIVB bank, and even right now. This is a bullish megaphone. We should see 40K very soon, okay? This is not, where do you think money, in a bull market, where do you think money trickles down when you have the Apples of the world making new all-time highs and the Microsofts of the world making new all-time highs, which we called, by the way. You know, if you were actually tuning into these live streams, you know we were not bearish at all. And that's just a fact. We were not bearish at all. Everybody came in here talking about Apple. Who's buying an Apple iPhone in a recession? We literally had people saying that. Believe it or not, we had people saying, who the heck is buying iPhones in a recession back when Apple was right here? And I made a whole video about it back in March. I was like, yeah, this is about to make new all-time highs. You can scroll through the TikTok, and I literally was telling you back when it was 145, it went all the way to 186. Back when nobody was talking about it. Now you have everybody jumping on board. You know, now everybody's kind of bullish, and, you know, now everybody, you know, that's just how it is. But if you look at Bitcoin, you don't want to short Bitcoin. You don't want to short crypto. And also, if you are inside of the Discord, you want to make sure you're tuning into the investing tabs, because we put crypto investments in there. We put, you know, ARK, MSTR, which we've been talking about since it was 219, which is a crypto stock. That's why I'm bringing it up. We're talking about, you know, way down here back when it was 219. I told you to buy this dip, and, you know, this is going to continue to march to 3,000. Right now you see that 329, but this is going to 3,000, okay? It's going to 3,000. I mean, you can look at this. How can you even be bearish on something like this? Look, I work in construction, and my company is going to break record revenue, and we just do painting. I'm telling you guys, I'm not making this up. I'm not making up what I tell you guys. Like, people are really, I can see it. So if you think we're bearish, if you think people are going into a recession, you think people aren't making money right now, you are mistaken. There's more money out there, bro. There's money out there, okay? Now, when is the economy going to break? When are we going to go to a recession? Probably after we go to all-time highs and above, but, you know, we'll probably get a steep dip, and, you know, you should definitely buy that dip. But I'm telling you right now, this dude just, like, I'm not making this stuff up that I'm telling you. I work for TD, and we're merging with Schwab this year. Like, people are making money moves. This is the time where you want to be bullish and waiting for your opportunities, okay? And especially if, and I put out MSTR. I told you guys this when it was 219. You can go on the Discord, or you can go to the investing tab. The link is in the bio. And you can go scroll up and see I was posting about it, you know, in March. I was telling you 219 is getting to 3,000. And the reason I'm telling you guys this is because if you are actively working and you don't have much time to trade, which is most people, you shouldn't be trying to trade if you can't really dedicate, and actually learn the skill over time. So the easiest way to make money in this bull market is to buy undervalued things. This thing is $4 billion market cap. This is a crypto stock. It's 329. And I'm telling you right now, this thing is going to 3,000. It's going above 1,000. So you can easily get a 3X. ARK is another one. I just want to make sure I'm putting these free bread plays on here, because I know not a lot of people can trade. Not a lot of people even want to trade. Most people are looking for some good long-term opportunities. And ARK, MSTR, Disney, you know, these are great ones. Anyways, now that I got all that out, now that I got my, there's no money in my pocket though. Where it at, man? Bro, just an insider leak. What is this? Bear market rally. I can't believe somebody said a bear. Oh no, you gotta be trolling. Bro said a bear market rally. How do you know which guru to trust? I mean, you can just resonate with them, man. If they're telling, look, if you've been following somebody for the past 6 months and they've told you more right than wrong, like, of course they're gonna be wrong sometimes. But if it's above like 70, 80%, then yeah. If they've been telling you the market is bullish, anybody that's telling you the market's bearish, anybody that's been saying the market's bearish since, I would say I'll give you a grace period since March, okay? If you've been saying the market was bearish, you know, January, February, okay, I understand a little bit. But March, you still saying the market's bearish? April, you still saying the market is bearish right now? Like, come on, bro. They're literally about to have you miss out on a great opportunity. But that's why you got to follow WOM. But anyways, let's look at some stocks. He said I'll give you trash stock picks, bro. So cap. Bro, so cap, because I'm living good, man. This is the time you want to be buying, especially MSTR. Like, and if you guys want to listen, look, if you guys want to come in here and listen to the people in the chat, in the comments, look, man, if you were listening to them all year, you've just been on the opposite side all year. So I'm telling you right now, there's going to be people that come in here that give their bearish opinion, that give their pessimistic opinion, and they're going to be wrong. Why? Because it's been proven time and time, like literally all year. We have someone coming here. Tesla's not gonna get to 333. Tesla's not gonna go crazy. Meanwhile, we're telling you to get calls right here, and it's going to 333, and it's been making the move. Apple, same thing. Anything. Okay, so make sure you're focusing on the live stream, not so much the pessimism that's happening in the comments, because I'm telling you right now, stocks just go up over time. So it's better to be optimistic anyways. But anyways, let's look at some stocks. Before we look at the first one, which is Alibaba, and a lot of people are getting scared in China right now, which is the perfect time to be buying. I want to make sure you guys are all following the Twitter. You know, we got Nike, BYND, Coin. You guys want me to look at all this stuff, and trust me, we will. We will. But I just want to make sure you guys are following the Twitter. We've been going absolutely crazy on there. I call out intraday trades as well. We said Meta. We talked about Meta back when it was in this pennant. And the thing is, I don't even sit here and play with you guys. I don't sit here. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. I don't sit here and be like, yeah, but puts below 288, calls above 290. Like, no, it's just calls, bro. Just get into some calls. Just buy some. That's it. It's in a nice flag. I don't care to be wrong. That's the thing. But literally was telling you, like a Meta for tomorrow, day trade, hidden bullish diverse, sitting in a nice flag. This thing went absolutely crazy. We talked about it June 21st, and this was just a free bread play that you could have got into, okay? I give free stuff all the time. That's why I'm doing this live stream, okay? Now, am I going to be right every single time? No. No. But 80%, man, I'll take 80%. Who was right 100% of the time, bro? I got to know. I'm about to end this live stream if you could tell me who right 100% of the time, so we can all tune in to the person that's right 100% of the time, so we can just sit there, you know? But nobody's right 100% of the time, okay? Anyways, let's look at Alibaba. Let's look at Alibaba. Alibaba. So a lot of people are getting scared with China right now, which I don't understand. I don't understand, because what you have to realize is Alibaba is going to get to 190, and anything that if Alibaba starts trading below, you know, $73, really like $70, that's where you gotta get, you know, start being worried. But right here, it's giving you a perfect entry if you had the long-term vision. Now, I'm not gonna talk about intraday trade. I'm not talking about this stream. I'm not talking about intraday trades. I'm not talking about 2 weeks out. I'm not even talking about a month out. I'm talking about 4 months out. We're gonna see Alibaba above $100. And the only way you're going to position yourself is if you do have that long-term vision, if you do either buy equity or if you're looking for like some December calls, okay? Intraday trade, we can hop in tomorrow. We can hop in Alibaba tomorrow and make 50% on some puts, okay? But if you're just sitting at your computer and you just want to enter into something and then go outside and, you know, it's summer, bro. Who wants to be sitting in front of a screen, bro? Who wants to be sitting in front of a screen? Who wants to be sitting in front of a screen? Okay, so if you're looking at Alibaba, to me, it broke out of its flag, right? It broke out of its flag, like you're seeing. It broke out of its flag. This is a bull flag. This is a bull flag, right? So you take this, you get the measure move. The measure move's telling you that it's gonna get back up here. So now that you have the long-term vision, now that you know Alibaba's bullish, man. This isn't no scrub type of company. This is a good company. This is a good company. It's not just a random MULN. It does, you know, it's not garbage. And what you have to realize is you're getting into IPO prices. And you know what's even funnier? It kind of did this exact same thing right here. Like, this was back in 2016. It formed this exact same thing, you know, bro. And we scroll back over here, bro. So if I'm bearish on China, man, there's no way. There's no way. There's just no way. So if you come over here right now, you take the Fibonacci's, it's in the perfect buying area even for next week. So if I'm looking at Alibaba right now, I know this is a good pullback. I know what Alibaba can get to in the future. I know I'm getting it at a good price to where even if it goes to, you know, $82, I'm not scared. Now, if I was buying after, you know, if I was FOMOing in, first of all, we call Alibaba right here at $79. Some of you guys remember. If I was looking to get in after it went right here, yeah, like that's not what we preach in here. We don't preach getting in after, you know, the FOMO is kicked in and people want to buy. No, but now people are getting scared. This is the perfect buying opportunity. It might even come down to retest the flag, but you best believe Alibaba is going to continue to go up. There's no reason to be short China. There's no reason. China's been bearish for like 3 years, bro. 3 years. You don't think they deserve some sort of run? I mean, they've already been having a run. Right now, they're just consolidating, pulling back, tricking some people out, etc. They're just playing around. But they know it's going to go up, okay? So Alibaba, I really like Alibaba. And since you talked about Alibaba, you got to make sure, the Hang Seng is looking right. And the Hang Seng looks right. This is an uptrend, okay? This is an uptrend. This is a flag. The only time I would be bearish on the Hang Seng is if we do start trading below 16,000, which I don't think we do, okay? Anyways, that's what I think about Alibaba. I think Alibaba looks very good. Let's just see if we can find anything for tomorrow morning. Like, we know it's getting to 170, okay? We know that. But let's see if we can find something for tomorrow morning, Like, what can we get in tomorrow morning? And I'm already seeing some bull divergence. So to me, like, there's no reason to short this if you didn't get in up here. Like, if you didn't get in at this rejection zone, which it showed this was supply. If you don't know supply and demand, this was a resistance for Alibaba anyway. So if you didn't catch this reject, I wouldn't even try to short it, mainly because I see some bull divergence forming right here. And China has been dumping for quite some time, and I see the sentiment changing. So I definitely wouldn't be shorting it right here. That would just be irresponsible. You're getting some bullish divergence on the hourly. And it's in that golden pocket that we saw on a higher time frame, right? On a bigger time frame, you don't, some of you guys wait. Some of you guys will wait until you see it actually going crazy to want to hop in. But that's the perfect opportunity for the market maker to be like, yep, we got him. We got him. So you wanna make sure you're not buying after you see 3 green candles, but you're buying on these nice little pullbacks. And this is a good pullback, man. I love it. There's no way I'd be bearish on China. I think China could actually be bullish next week. I like Alibaba. This is one that I'm paying attention to on a day trade as well. Has that hour. I love it. There's nothing not to like about it. Now, of course, you could be like, yeah, this is a bear flag, but to me, with that bull divergence that formed right here, I think this is more likely to go up. And it bounced from this trend that bro. I love it. I love it. No way I'd be bearish. I like Alibaba for some longs. Yeah, it looks good. I like it. Whoever said Alibaba, China in general looks good. But yeah. What fundamental reason do you like Alibaba? I don't really look at fundamentals. I just look at the chart. Look, the fundamentals that I know, is that I know people go to Alibaba. I know Alibaba is like the Amazon, not the Amazon of China, but it's like I use Alibaba. I know Alibaba's like that. If you were listening to fundamental analysis, somebody said exactly. Somebody said exactly. What fundamental? If you're listening to fundamental analysis, you're gonna miss out on some huge moves. Just like Nvidia, and we had the fundamental people coming out. Now, don't get me wrong, fundamental is cool to know, yada yada. It's cool to know, but the thing is, you're gonna miss out on a lot of these opportunities, especially the high flyers like Nvidia. You know how many people are trying to short Nvidia because, oh yeah, the PE is too high. They're not even profitable. They're only making 22 million. All these nerd. No, I was like, but Nvidia's flying. It went crazy, but everybody, the fundamental people, missed out on this opportunity. Baba will rip again. What tool do you use for drawing? Let's look at Netflix. So yeah, fundamental analysis is cool, but it's not the only thing you should be. Who cares? As long as it's not, MULN, as long as the chart goes up and to the right over time and it's not, MULN, and yeah, you don't really have to know that much about fundamentals. Like, I could come in here on Starbucks, and I'm letting you guys know this because somebody probably read that comment and was like, oh, maybe I should focus on fundamental analysis. Like, no, it's an add-on. It's a confluence that you can add, but it's not the end-all be-all, because if you're just investing in companies that go up and to the right over time, like you see with Starbucks, and like people go to Starbucks, and you see Starbucks, and people talk about Starbucks, then it's probably a good investment, okay? But anyways, let's look at Netflix. Let's look at some Netflix. Some Netflix. All right, so we got people who want to look at Netflix. And to me, you definitely don't want to short Netflix until it can show you that it will go below here. Until it can go below 417. I'm gonna tell you why. I've seen this so many times. I would not short Netflix until you get some confirmation below here. Now, don't get me wrong. Should Netflix be up here? I have no idea. But what I do know is that you should never have bias on Netflix because, Trust me, Netflix it's crazy. It just goes up. There's too many people trying to short it, too many people trying to time the top, etc. And you have some bullish divergence forming on the hourly. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I would not short Netflix until it can get below 417, and I would even wait for the retest, see if it can retest. Not bearish on Netflix at all, at all. And what I would be paying attention to, like even if you look at the 8 hour, the 8 hour looks good. I've been telling you guys this all year. Man, there's no way I would short it right here. Like if you weren't trying to, like there's no way. If you weren't looking up here where it was currently, yeah, there's no way I would try to short it right here. It's in the golden pocket. And what usually has been happening with Netflix all year, like if you, not all year, but since May, all of May, if you look at Netflix, what has it been doing? What has it been doing? It comes here, boosts, goes crazy, comes back down, goes crazy, retest, goes crazy. And now it's right there again. So the only way I would short it is if it goes below 417 on the hourly. It looks bullish, etc. In the golden pocket, it looks good. It looks good. It looks good for calls, of course. So that's what I'll be looking at Netflix in. But somebody said, I'm glad somebody said that. Somebody said Netflix earnings coming up, so subscribers boost from password sharing change. I think that's going to be a sell the news. I think the reason Netflix is going up because that, you know, that's the obvious news. Man, I had to make it a Netflix account. I didn't even have a Netflix account bro. I've never owned my own Netflix account. I'm 25. I'm 24. Never owned a Netflix account. But now I have a Netflix account because, you know, they have the house. You know, you can only have one house. So I'm telling you right now, yes, they're getting a huge boost in revenue, but I think that's going to be a sell the news possibly. I wouldn't play earnings. But if you look at Netflix, this tells me the measurement is going to get to 470, okay? I'm not a Netflix bear. I think Netflix continues to make its move to the upside. It looks good. It looks good, man. But it does have earnings July 19th. So that's actually far away. You should see a move play out before then. You should see a move play out before then, okay? And even if you look at the daily, like some people want to be so short on Netflix, but even if you look at the daily, like the run that it's been having has been absolutely crazy. Now, what I'm looking at though, I showed you guys the fear and greed index. This is what you have to be paying attention to and why, you know, being overly bullish, especially on these higher caps like, you know, Netflix and Apple, etc. You know, this was at an all-time low back in June 16th. June 16th, this was at an all-time low, and that was last week. If you look at the last time we were at, you know, February 8th, you come over here, let's look at February 8th. This was February 8th, right here, the top of Netflix. And then, you know, it had that steep correction. And when did the correction end? March 15th. Okay, so let's just go to March 15th. You go to March 15th, and, you know, this is the perfect time for you to get calls. It was at the top. We had Netflix top out right here, and then we had Netflix bottom out right here. And then what happened? It just went, you know, we went crazy. So I want to, you know, you kind of want to be a bit more careful. We want to see if this plays out like it's been doing all year, because for something like Netflix, it does follow that quite a bit. And, you know, with the run it had, you know, this is why I'm not overly telling you, especially on these higher caps like Netflix and Apple and Microsoft. I'm not going to tell you to enter into some December calls. There's no way. Why? Because, you know, you need a better entry. This thing's already been going crazy. You need a good entry for me to be saying that. For me to be saying that, you need a good entry. Now, will you get it? Who knows? Let's see how strong this bull market is. I know we're in a look. You know we're in a bull market. You know the market's going to go up. But what is a good buying entry for Netflix? I would say at this 50% retracement where it gets to 370. Now, will it get there? I don't know. But you want to be careful on these higher techs is what I'm saying, okay? Now, intraday, it looks like, you know, it might have a good day Monday, Tuesday, etc. But anyways. So I said, so Netflix puts, got it. Nah, you know, I don't know. You know, this is, we're in a not a tricky spot, but a spot where you want to be more careful swinging the, like, bro, if you weren't listening since March, where I was screaming for you to get into some long-term calls, then you want to be a bit more patient until you get better buying opportunities, especially for higher caps. Now, if we're looking at, the SEs of the world, which don't really follow the market, that you could, this looks great right here. This is a buying opportunity right here. But the stuff that has been going with the market and going up while SPY and the Qs is going up, you want to be a bit more careful. June 27th should go start the uptrend. Okay. AMD. Let's do Tesla. Let's do Tesla because Tesla is going to make a lot of people a lot of money in this bull run that we're about to have, okay? It already has. If you've been listening, it already has. It already has. So, Friday, I was telling you guys, you want to make sure that this head and shoulders doesn't play out. I was telling you guys this on, I think Thursday actually. Thursday I was telling you, if this does not break above the high of the Thursday, you don't want to get into calls. You don't want to get into calls until 276, I was saying Thursday, because this could possibly be a head and shoulders, which the head and shoulders, it's playing out. It's playing out. So you want to see what it does at this 248 level for Tesla. This is forming a nice head and shoulders, but it hasn't broke the trend, okay? It hasn't broke the trend just yet. This is still at a nice bounce area. Like, look, this is right here. There's no way I would short it right here. I would just be more patient on Tesla and look for intraday opportunities. But if you're looking for a bounce, if you're looking for calls, it doesn't get much better than right here because look what's been happening this whole entire run. Since we told you guys to get calls right here, remember? 162, we have it on the Twitter. Let's make sure we're following the Twitter. Let's make sure we're all following the Twitter. We got 250 people in here. Let's make sure we got the Twitter right. You know what I'm saying? Because we post great stuff in here on a daily basis. Let's run the likes up. Let's get some Twitter followers. Sky Ascend. Spotify. You want to look at Spotify on Twitch? Okay. We will. But let's make sure we're following the Twitter. The link is in the bio. Follow the Twitter because we post great stuff. I want to look at Meta. We're going to look at Meta. We're going to look at... Look, we have live classes, man. There's just so much. Just follow the Twitter, man. I just want to look at these charts, so I don't have the patience to really sit here and tell you. But if you look at Tesla, this tomorrow should tell a lot for Tesla, okay? It should tell a lot because you do have it in this head and shoulders, which I don't really like paying attention to too much because I know this is a bounce area that could be perfect for Tesla, okay? So you want to see what Tesla does tomorrow. Me personally, I would never short Tesla. I would never short it because I know what happens in a real bull market. I know what happens. I know what happened in 2021. I know what happened. I was here long enough to see what happened in 2020, to see what happened in 2021, to see how big Tesla can be to where this isn't just the EV, bro. The measure move on Tesla, bull flag break you see right here is to 333. So what I would be paying attention to the most, and this did close at a spinning top, which is a bearish candle. This did close right there. So, if I was really patient and I was really looking for Tesla for a swing trade opportunity, I wouldn't sell my Tesla equity. Somebody was asking, should I sell my Tesla equity, back when it was up here? I was like, man, no, bro. No. No, don't sell your Tesla equity ever. Right now, no. I'm not going to say ever, but right now, no. You're in the midst of a bull market. So if I was looking for a nice swing trade on Tesla, it would have to come back here, which should we get it? Would we get it? Who knows? If we do, I'm going to go heavy, and that'll be around 205. I don't know if we're going to get it, okay? This is obviously the perfect buying opportunity. But if you guys remember Tesla inside of a bull market, this is what happens to Tesla, man. This is what happens. And if you remember the previous time it was actually over here, it went from 253, right? And then it just kept gapping up. No earnings. This wasn't even an earnings, bro. It didn't even have earnings. Like, this is just a regular Tuesday morning. And Tesla just gapped up. And it ended up at 400 in 1 month time span at this same level. So to short Tesla right here would be absolutely insane. You might get some pennies, but this is going to go up. The measure move is to 333 out of this flag. So you want to be a bit more careful right here, though, because, it is in a head and shoulders, etc. But if I was a betting man, if I was looking at intraday for Tesla coming into Monday, I would be looking at calls. I'd be looking at calls. Okay, now take what you want from that. This is a bounce level. I'd be looking at calls. All right, now I like giving the long term. I like giving the long term because I think that allows for people to, accumulate shares as it dips, to be smarter with their money, because I never come on here and say trade with your full bag. And you guys know this. I never come on here and say trade with your full bag. Take 10,000 and just start trading. No, I tell you to build a foundation. And then with that, with the 10%, 20% of the 10,000, you then start trading and see if you can make some stuff happen, and then reaccumulate some shares along the way, because that is the smartest way to play. And that is what I believe you'll thank me in 3 years. Because I'm gonna be here in 3 years. Okay, I'm not going anywhere. So I want to make sure you guys are all in the right, set up for the right position, like I've been doing all year. I've been telling you, man, I've been doing good. There's so many people doing great right now. I just want to make sure we got, everybody's on the journey. Doing it the right way, man. Because some people just want to trick, man. Come on, bro. But yeah, that's what I think about Tesla. If I was looking at tomorrow, I'd be looking at calls, just because it is at this bounce level. You gotta be looking at, you gotta be looking at it for that. Anyways, let's move on. Nike has earnings, so I'm not gonna look at it, but I love Nike at this level. AMD, we got a lot of people asking about AMD. Let's take a look. I told you guys it was sell the news. on the AMD event. I told you. And we entered into some swings. Now, I sold early. These ended up going up. We ended up entering in at 75, average down to like 40, and then they went to like 300. I sold at like 90. I ain't gonna lie. I sold at 90. But they went to 300. And for AMD right now, if I was looking for AMD, I wouldn't be looking for calls right now. I'm gonna just be honest. I wouldn't be looking for calls right now, because with the run that these semiconductors had, they just need a slight more pullback. And me personally, I'd be looking to get AMD at 105 to 100, and I'd be looking for some far out, like Octobers or some Novembers or some Decembers, because with this new AI boom, with all this new technology that you're seeing, these semiconductors are not done. If you think these semiconductors are done, you're going to be missing out on a lot of money, like you've been doing all year. You're going to miss out on a whole lump sum of cash if you don't realize the wave that this is going to have. And if you look at AMD, it's been moving in this same sort of cycle for a while now. It's been moving in the same sort of cycle to where it takes a leg up and then dips down and has that big old wick. Takes the leg up, dips down, has the wick. Takes the leg up, dips down, has this big old wick. Takes the leg up. Is this the end? No, I think we get this weekly retest. And if you guys are patient enough to wait to 100, 105, if you miss it, if this could be the bottom. Don't take my word for it. This could end up being the bottom. But me personally, I'm going to wait for it to get to 100, 105, and then I will enter into some long-term out calls, because that's how AMD's been moving. I see AMD getting to all-time highs. There's no reason to be short right now. You kind of already missed when it was sell the event back when it was 133. So if you're not already into some shorts, don't. Why? Because it went from 133 to 107 in 1 week. So you missed it. Okay? But there's going to be an amazing buying opportunity. I think it's going to be right here. And if you tune into these live streams enough, we will be able to get it, and we will be entering it, especially if in the Discord. I'll make sure you're good. But if you're not patient, look. I'm on here talking about the patience plays. I'm not talking about the intraday opportunities. If you're looking for these intraday opportunities, join the Discord, and we got into Coinbase, bro. We got into Coinbase Friday, and it went stupid. This was Friday. This is the only trade I took Friday. We got into Coinbase calls June 23rd, 0 days to expiration. Now, this is you kind of got to know what you're doing. This is not beginner. Intraday trading is not beginner friendly. If you just started this stuff, I'm giving you the free bread opportunities, which are the swing plays in my opinion. But you got to have patience. You can't be new and not have patience. Some of you guys are new and have no patience. It makes no sense. It's backwards. But we got into Coinbase calls. These went crazy, and we made a lot of money. But AMD, that's what I'd be looking for. I'd be looking for 100, and from there you'd have to be patient to get the December calls. Okay, but if you're looking at Spotify right now, this is ugly. God dang, this is ugly. But I would get calls. It's ugly, but like this is actually really ugly, bro. I don't even want to look at it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to look at it, but I wouldn't short it because if you look at it, it just has been chopping and going to the upside all year. All year. Like there's not even a point. Like yeah, you get the dip and then you want to buy the dip and then so I would just be looking at calls and really this is just ugly. So I don't want to pay too much attention to it. SoFi, Mara. Some of you guys want to look at Mara. Look, I'm gonna put out the most free bread that you could get into right now. I'm gonna put out the most free bread that you can get into right now that is low cost, low risk, and high reward. I'm telling you right now. And you know how I know? Because we did the same play back in 2020. I want to see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I want to see if I can find it. Because this is the most free. You want to stay tuned for this. You want to stay tuned for it because I had this idea for so long and I'm just waiting to enter it. But if you're getting hold on. Look, man, I found it. Did I find it? This August. Now, let me see. Did I find it? Let me see. You guys want to stay tuned for this one? I'm telling you, we're gonna look at SoFi, but hold on. Yeah, we found it. Oh wait, no, we didn't. Hold on. Oh, now I know why it's probably not on there because I deleted the tab. Never mind. But we hopped into riot calls, back in 2020. Back in 2020, we hopped into some $7 riot calls. $7 when it was like right here. Why? Because where does money trickle down to in a bull market? To crypto. And Riot is a crypto type stock with a $2 billion market cap. This thing could fly. Why? Because all it needs is 20 billion to get to $100. Yeah. Yeah, this thing could fly. And 20 billion, come on, bro. We seen Nvidia put up 200 billion in one day. But if you look at Riot, we got it at $7 and it flew all the way to $69. And the beauty about it is we got like the 2023 calls. So we were in the we got the $7 strikes and it went to $70, bro. And the contracts were only like $70. Anyways, we'll come back to that. But SoFi, to me, this is a good long-term play. And I told you guys who said SoFi? Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. This is where you got to be looking at SoFi, especially with the student loan repayments coming back. I think October, SoFi is going to be a benefactor of that. And it broke out. It's breaking out from the rejection zone that it's had for an entire year. This dates back May 18th. This happened May 18th. You had the rejection right here, and now you're getting this huge run up plus the pullback. Oh my Lord, this is beautiful. It's beautiful. If I was looking at it, I'd be looking at equity just because it's an $8 stock and I think Riot could put up numbers. Or I'd be looking at far out for SoFi. I wouldn't be looking at the 2 months out because SoFi is cheap enough. Like 7 billion. This thing was at 20. Yeah, it's cheap enough. It looks good. I'm telling you, man, so much money to be made right now. It's not even funny. But if you look at Riot, I really wanted to talk about Riot. This is the most free bet play you can get into. I promise you, if you go look at the 2025 calls right now and you look at the $20 Riot calls, you're probably going to make some money if you're patient. You're probably going to make some money. And I say this because I know crypto is going to go. Like, if you don't think crypto about to go crazy, I don't know what you've been paying attention to. I don't know who you've been paying attention to. I don't know. The media did a great job of tricking you. They did a great job of tricking you because Riot is going to go absolutely insane. And I think the most free bread play that you can get right now is like some 2025 $20 Riot calls. Because this bull run that you're about to have in Bitcoin right now is going to be even more insane than 60K. And when Bitcoin was at 60K, Riot was at 76. Right now it's at $11. I would even get equity. Look, man, and this lines up with MSTR, okay? This lines up with MSTR. Now, me personally, I like MSTR a bit more just because Michael Saylor, you know, they got more, you know, it seems more trustable. You know, Michael Saylor's, he's a CEO, you know, he's always on Twitter. You know, I just like, he seems more active, you know, Riot, I don't even know who owns Riot. I don't know. So MSTR would be a bit more safer, but Riot, man, free bread, 2025, $20 calls. And if I think Bitcoin's going to get to 100K, which I do think it can get above 100K, you can see Riot above $100. So this is something I definitely be paying attention to. I love Riot. I love Mara. Whoever said Mara, I wouldn't really be looking to day trade it. I think the more free bread into where the less stress, and you could catch the entire move versus you look at it one day and you know you caught it up $1, which you made some bread. I think the 2024 maybe would be better. Even if you look at the volume, like let's just scroll back. I don't even like looking at volume that much. But if you look at the volume from right here, remember the previous time it had that big old bull run? And it looks exactly the same, bro. If you want to make free money, just get into Mara or Riot, buy some equity. You know, bro. Not a financial advisor, but anyways, if you look at the volume, this is the volume that it had. And look, this is the highest volume it's had all year. It's the highest volume it's had all year. You best believe this is going to continue to go up. It's in an uptrend for Pete's sake. Like, come on, man. It looks very good. It's breaking out, bro. Not much to even talk about. But I would, if you were smart about it, and what I would do personally, and how I know you would make the most amount of money, and how I know you'd be the most patient, and you'd be the most calm, and your mind would be straight, is you would either buy equity or you would buy some 2025 calls. Okay, and I'm telling you, we're gonna come back. Like I'm live quite a bit. I'm live every Sunday. Somebody's asking about Tesla. If you miss Tesla, follow the Twitter, subscribe to the YouTube, because after this, I repost everything that we talked about on here on Twitter, and then I post the live stream that we had on YouTube, okay? With the timestamps and everything, you don't got to go searching around for it. I put the timestamps for you, okay? So just make sure you follow everything, and then, our opinion about Tesla. At the end of the day, it's an opinion. How do you feel about Tesla, Now, have we been hitting most of the year? Absolutely. But are we 100%? No. 80% of the time, we're right. PLTR doing a lot of stuff for the feds. Think it's a boomer. Would you buy it in the money or out? I'd buy it out the money. I'd buy, like I said, $20 Mara or $20 Riot. I'd buy out the money. Rivian. Let's look at Rivian, because I think that could possibly be a good one. Never mind. This thing's garbage. How is this not moving up? I don't really want to look at stocks that are, that could end up like MULN. I don't really want to look at too many stocks like that, okay? No shade or anything. I just don't want to look at too many stocks that they don't obey the bull market. They're not obeying the bull market. They're like doing their own thing. So I don't want to pay too much attention to those stocks, because they're wild cards. They're wild cards. That's a perfect way to put it. SPSC. I'm glad somebody said that. What the? Never mind, bro. Never mind. Yeah, like it's a wild card. I don't look. If the stock is still in a downtrend, like this, it's a wild card. You could either make a whole lot of money, or you could miss out on great stocks in a bull market. So it's a wild card. Now, did this one go crazy in the previous bull run? Absolutely. Some of you guys remember SPSC was, man, this was the one you should trade. This is great. Gave great moves on a daily basis, cheap contracts. But right now, I don't want to look at it. And that doesn't mean it's not going to go up. That doesn't mean it's going to go down. It's a wild card. Somebody said, hey, do you think the S&P is going to go a lot lower this year, or should I get in with my Roth IRA right now? Look, man, I'm not a financial advisor. But you tell me, man, like, when is there ever not a good time to buy some ETF? Tell me. When is there not a good time? Now, are you trying to get rich? Like, what's your goal? I don't know your goal at the end of the day. Like, you trying to sell in 2026, or you trying to, take your I don't know what you're trying to do. But if you're holding for 10, 20 years, man, I think this is a good one. Especially right now, I think SPY can get to 500, like I said. So, Microsoft. Let's look at Microsoft. See what they're talking about in the Twitch. Do you trade futures? I don't trade futures, but my boy Stades and Diego trade futures inside the Discord. Like I said, you don't have stuff going to all-time highs like this in a bear market rally or whatever you guys are trying to say, in a recession, yada, yada, yada. You don't have stuff going to all-time highs like you have with Microsoft. Now, what you got to focus on, are you buying a good opportunity? I would only focus on Microsoft right now for intraday opportunities, okay? Why? Because you weren't listening when we were talking about it over here in March. You weren't listening. You weren't listening when it was in the perfect, you weren't listening. You weren't listening. But, some of you guys want to listen now and get mad, Some of you guys want to listen now after you see the move happen. And I think that's human nature, but you weren't listening when it was in the perfect buying area down here. So if you weren't doing that, I wouldn't be looking to swing it just yet until it can get, a huge pullback. Like we get it back at 300 or something. But right here, you got to be looking for calls just based off what it's been doing previously. You always see it bounce up from this 21-day EMA. You've seen it right here. You've seen it right here. And currently it's doing it again. So I'd more so be looking at calls. But I don't really, to me, it looks good. It looks good for calls. Like, you take the fibs. Yeah, it's in the like, I wouldn't short it until it gets below 333. The only time I would short it is if it gets below 333. Right now, it's in a buy area. It's in a buying area, just consolidating, chilling. And, it was over here previously, and it went crazy. So I'd be looking to see what it does right here. It's in demand. So if you got into puts right here, you're guessing. If you got into calls right here, you're kind of guessing as well. I get puts below 333, and I'll get calls above, I got it like probably 336 or probably tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I think about Microsoft. Can you draw that fib and explain slowly? Look, I think a lot of people might have that same question. If you do, come to the WOM live class. Come to the WOM public school inside of the Discord. This is all free. This is free. All you have to do is join the Discord in the bio. Follow the Twitter too. Join the Discord in the bio. Come to the WOM public school where there's, look, man, I literally come on and live trade show you everything. Call and puts. This is free beginner. And then you have trading strategies with the ABCD strategy. And then you even come over here to the WOM live classes. You put in your email. Somebody just see all my emails. Somebody about to do something crazy. Now play. You go over here to the look. And then we have the live classes where this is a WOM Fibonacci Masterclass in trading strategies. Okay? You click on it. It plays the video for you. Somebody like, God dang. All that? Yeah, WOM is just different, man. It's just different. It's just a good environment. Great environment. BEKE still on target? Absolutely. And this is why I tell you guys to buy. Like if you got into the July calls we got into, you made money, you could have sold. I would have sold. I did sell. And now it's getting that pullback. It's giving you another great entry. Look, nothing has changed about BEKE. The structure has not broken. It hasn't went below $10. It hasn't even went below 13. All it's doing is consolidating inside of here, getting some people out, it's just being a market. It's being a video game. So how do you play this video game correctly? You buy time. Okay? You buy time, you reload, and you don't get scared, and you know the market. Look, man, if you haven't learned anything since December, this you know the market's going up, man. All you got to do is buy at great opportunities. To me, this is a great opportunity. You got to buy at great opportunities, buy time. And to me, this even looks good right here. Like BEKE and the Hang Seng might just fly next week or the week after that. Because we're seeing, like, if you look at BEK right now, this is doing what Meta was doing. It has this hidden bullish divergence right here. Some of you guys are like, what the heck is a hidden bullish divergence? If this was not a bullish divergence, the stock should have been down here. It should have been down here to match up with the RSI, but it didn't. This thing made a higher low, but this is making a lower low. That's not normal. That's weird. It's not normal. Okay? It's not normal. So to me, BEK looks actually very bullish right here. Hang Seng looks bullish overall right here. And there's no way I could be bearish. No way. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. Yeah, like 2025, like if you want easy, look, man, and I know, like, somebody like, man, I want my money now. I want it today. I'm telling you right now, people who have that mindset usually lose all their money today. Okay? Know that the money's just gonna flow to you. Know that if you just sit and be patient, like, it's just gonna come to you. You don't gotta fight for your money. You don't gotta fight for it. The people that are, trying to get into these, trying to get rich quick, they're fighting for their money. They're trying to fight for something that they don't have. Meanwhile, if you just let it come to you, if you just be like, man, I'm just chill. I got the 2025s. I'm about to get this. And in the meantime, I'm about to do something I'm passionate about and go to work and build a foundation. Like, I lost and missed money trying to get rich overnight. Yeah, I'm talking from experience. This is something that I had to learn over the 7 years that I've been trading. 7 years that I've been inside these markets, learning these markets. The more patient, the more you sit there and build up the foundation and play the game with the people who made the game and their whole game. Like, what do you think flow is? What do you think flow is? These people are putting 100K in, bro. Let's just go to flow. These people are putting 100K in and buying like some Julys, some Septembers. They're buying far out contracts. Look, Snapchat. Now, of course, you get the people, day trading, etc. But this dude literally put 614,000. 614,000 on some August 18th Snapchat $12 calls. And most people would see Snapchat go down the second day and be like, oh, this dude wrong. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Meanwhile, he's being patient because he knows the move's gonna happen August 5th. And he's just building his position, okay? So I'm telling you, if you're trying to get rich overnight, you're gonna go broke overnight. You're gonna go broke overnight, okay? So I'm telling you right now, if you want to be smart, and I'm saying this because I'm about to end the live stream. I've been live for an hour. If you're gonna be smart about the way you operate with your money, you don't want to day trade with all your money. You want to sit there, buy some great opportunities. I was literally telling you guys to buy Shake Shack when it was $55. Right now, I'm making money on Shake Shack. I'm making money. I was buying at 55. It's at 73. So if you want to be smart with your money, you build the foundation. How do you build the foundation? You buy some long term. You sit on it. You just be patient. And now you don't really have that fear in your belly, okay? You don't really care. You don't really you don't have the same, you're not trading on your last 1,000. You're not trading on your last 1,000. So it puts your mindset at a state of, all right, let's see what happens. But anyways, I really like QCOM. I'm gonna leave it at this. Once QCOM gets to 111, I will be buying some great calls for that. I think you should be paying attention to Qualcomm. It looks absolutely amazing. And if you guys remember, we were talking about it back when it was $104. Some of you guys remember, and you made a whole lot of money. Some of you guys remember back in May 23rd, May 24th, I said Qualcomm was gonna get to 155. We got some Qualcomm calls. It went absolutely stupid all the way to 125. The move is not over. This is getting to 155, okay? So a great buying opportunity is coming right into our hands. Qualcomm. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you guys at that right now. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I hope you took some information from it. I hope you build your foundation, man. I hope you really come on, man. Like it takes the fun. It puts the fun in it. To me, it puts the fun in it. Like trading 7 hours, that's not fun, bro. To me, some of you guys might find that fun. So if you do find it fun, hey, you might be a robot. I'm just kidding. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, man. We did do Spotify. It does not look good. I would get calls for Spotify on a dip just because it's just been consolidating upwards. I wouldn't short it just because, it's been following its trend to the upside the entire year. So I wouldn't try to time the top. And even if you're wrong, god dang, you just so happen to, look at this. This is just something you just don't short. You just wait for a dip to happen and then you just buy calls. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. And put 90% of my Roth and IRA in Google at $89 and lower. This dude is the most stress-free in the world. And it's funny, he could even sit here and trade Google. He can get into some calls. And we were talking, some of you guys were sitting here trading Google. Now, I was trading Google. I don't own Google. I think there's a lot better opportunities just because Google is, this is one of the easy bread plays that you can get into. Google, come on, man. You're going to obviously make money if you buy it and hold it. But some of you guys were sitting and trading Google at $89. Man, you probably made some money. You probably did. But you missed out on a perfect buying opportunity. Perfect. To where you could have just sat on it, been patient, chilled, hung out with your kids, played some golf, went to go play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I guess I just think different. All right. I'll talk to you guys later, man. I'm out. Peace.